Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here and welcome to yet another video that is set on a real railway. A couple of weeks ago for my birthday we went to the Great Central Railway and had like a VIP tour day, so I thought it was about time I put some of the clips together that I filmed while we were there, just in case any of you guys were interested. Anyway, to start with, you're going to see a quick ride on a DMU, and I'm not too sure what class of DMU it was, but I'm sure some of you guys will recognise it, so hopefully that will be good. Later on there's some 9F footage and also some footage on the footplate of the 9F. Then I've got some footage of the sheds and the yard, I believe, which is quite a nice behind the scenes tour. And then also there's a couple of clips in the signal box as well.
Never go through it. Hornham Woodhouse is a typical Great Central countryside station.
I thought he was coming down.
Anyway, time to have a look at the 9F then. There it is, that's the one I was on about earlier. And I was actually lucky enough to drive this one, and I wasn't allowed to film while the loco was moving, but honestly I did get to drive it. But yes, here we are on the footplate, and as you can see there's the tea boiling away there, and you always hear the stories about the crew cooking breakfast while they're on the footplate, so it was quite nice to see that. But yeah, there we go.
You've got a trigger, the steam brake. So when you release it, put it in, okay, and let it off. And the same thing is when you're applying it, put it in. Otherwise you just wear the ratchet, it's a very fine ratchet. And then if you hold it off, for example, hold it and it'll hold itself, okay? That's the regulator, that in simple terms is the go stick. I'm going to go into back here. If you're struggling, I'll do it for you. It's just a case of going the swing.
That rod up and down and it's linked. And that's the one that controls how far that link's driven off the crank. The wheel, it pushes this link back and forward and it pivots like that.
Very powerful. Yeah. Anyway, then we went for lunch on the griddle car. Oh, look at that. And then we got off just in time to see this beautiful 3F moving off.
Well, we've been doing it about.
So there you got the class 2, it looks like, in the green. Oh, and a southern engine, perfect. Looks like the N15, I would say. And we've got a Great Western behind it and an 08. So a little bit of everything just there. Anyway, the next few clips are all around the yards and sheds, so I hope you enjoy these.
So we're going to deal with the contractors. They're buying two of them. The other drawback has been with the new bridge. It's all right building it. Who maintains it? Yeah. And for how long? Stanier 8F freight engines. This one has just been tubed up. This is getting ready for replacement. They're owned, or were owned, by the same bloke. He died last year. But we're still looking after them and hopefully keep them here for a good while yet.
Apparently this boiler is from the West Country class, which obviously I'm very fond of, and apparently that's going to the SDR, the South Devon Railway, for restoration.
All the flue tubes have been taken out, This is ready for transport, and as soon as South Devon Railway have got the space to take it, it'll be on a truck and going down to Buckfastleigh.
And here's another one of those Class 2s, the Ibert style ones. This one apparently has just had a new tender, and it's also in running order apparently, which is good news. So now we're actually inside their engine shed, and it feels a very historic place. It's a bit like a graveyard. There's, you know, wheelbarrows full of parts and skeletons of locomotives. But it's also obviously a place where things happen. You know, things are being restored there, and engines are actually being worked on there all the time. There you can see two of the Class 5s. The one on the left here is the standard Class 5 from the BR era, so 1948 onwards. And then over there on the right, which is number 45305, you have the Stanier Black 5, which is very similar.
When British Railways was formed in 1948, they standardised the designs for new steam locomotives of all the classes. It is an exact copy, except that the running plates along the side are slightly higher, so you can maintain the loco outside of the frames without getting underneath.
And here you have Boscastle, and you've already seen the boiler for that loco outside, and they're currently raising money to try and restore this locomotive, which would be great, obviously. And here boxed in, you can't see it too great, is the Robinson 04. And if you look down there at the wheels, I suppose it is quite recognisable as that.
We rescued it, brought it in here. It's owned by the National Rail Museum. We brought it in here, rebuilt it. It ran from 2001 to 2011, and then it stopped. And it's been on various sidings here until it took up residence in the shed. And we are still waiting for the National Rail Museum to tell us what they will allow us to do to it. Bearing in mind we're paying. They're very protective, and they won't allow this to be done because it's not conserving, and you can't alter that because it's not conserving.
That's silly,
but if you put the name Flying Scotsman on the side, they'll pay $6 million.
Yeah.
Cross that line.
Look, there you are.
Tender.
No restoration other than it's had new window frames last year, the cream painted ones. The green bits, the main timbers, they're 1898.
Oh, lasted well.
The roof's the same. The running board outside's been replaced, and the stairs have recently been replaced. Other than that, it's as it was built for Edward Watkins in 1898. When British Railways vacated in '69, they stripped it. They left a shell, but all the levers, they were scrapped. Anything of the instruments and all that all went in a wagon and went for scrap. So what you see inside when you get in there is what we've built since 1969. Forget the shelf for a minute, come down to the levers. You've got white ones, which aren't in use. You've got red ones, which are your stop signals. You've got blue ones, which are the point locks. Black ones, which are the points.
Well, that's all the video I took anyway. I mean, if I had my way, I would have been filming every second of it, but I would have been a bit distracted. But anyway, yes, I can highly recommend the Great Central Railway. Thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on Wednesday for some more videos. Alright, cheers folks.